A message to Lightworkers, March 21, 2017. The latest guidance from the galactics, Earth elementals, ascended masters, fairy elders, angels, and archangels known as the collective. Greetings, fellow light beings. We are pleased to have this time to speak with you today. You have been traveling the equinox energies, and the shift in light, as true Jedis in the making. You are witnessing and aligning with not only light in the sense that your cells are being transformed into higher frequencies, but light data, in the sense that you are viewing yourselves and one another in renewed and higher ways. We are aware that there is much unrest, uncertainty, and shadows of doubt crossing not only the minds of many individuals, but of whole cultures across your planet. These may be seen not as obstacles, but as part of this tremendous shift to a higher plane, both in terms of physical matter and point of view, mass consciousness itself. During these times when the ascension process takes over so much of one's day and all of one's night, it is natural and understandable that many would feel that things are slightly out of control, that even current outcomes are too uncertain to be trusted with feelings of peace and calm. This is your moment, dear ones, to come out of the need for outcomes, for this uncertain moment holds the potential for a great leap forward in your evolvement. For you have been taught that processes exist only for the outcomes they bring, that you work to create great financial abundance, for example, so that you will have that abundance. Your soul knows differently. He or she knows that you have incarnated here at this time for the evolvement itself, for the growth engendered by the journey, and not only for what the journey will bring. And so there must be a love of growth, a relaxing of the grip of control, and the need for outcomes as being the reason for the way forward, and a new respect and love for the way itself. You are the way, as you have heard from numerous teachers. You are the vessel that holds the light that brings not only the abundance, but embodies the consciousness that says, I am abundance itself, as I am love, and I am light. I am both the creator and the created, and all is well. This is why you are here. Not just to get through or get by and pay the bills, or to overcome the inequalities and crimes against humanity that have been occurring on Earth for centuries. Nor are you here to gain outer learning and information, nor even to speak with us, though that can be a great encouragement and step forward. Yet it is a step forward only because that moment of connecting with any of us of the higher realms reminds you that this is who and what you yourself are. You are not then reaching into the higher realms. You are realizing in a single moment of synthesis that you are yourself the very stuff of the higher realms, embodied at present in one small human form. And so in this time of renewal and turning of tides, we invite you to see yourself as not so small and helpless as you have been taught to see yourself, but to see the beautifully powerful spirit that cannot be held back, no matter what may happen to you outwardly. Take a moment now to look at your energy, and to see that the aura and the many energy bodies in and around it flow out from your physical self in every direction. Get a sense of how far your energies extend, then see them fill with a stream of higher light that flows down from Alcyone, the great central sun. See the light of your presence flow out from your body in every direction, till it fills your entire home, then your entire neighborhood, town, region, and country. You will see now that it continues to expand, flowing outward until it envelopes the entire planet and beyond. We use this process at the start of most of our guided meditations, because we wish to encourage every light being currently in human form to see how great and how extensive their energetic presence truly is. Likewise, the influence of those energies. Your influence, your energetic presence, extends in fact, to the whole of humankind, the whole of Earth, the whole of the galaxy. So that when you are out and about doing your daily chores, and you see a child in distress, you are able to send light to that child's high heart, which comforts and encourages them at a core level, and to simultaneously extend that light to every child and young person on the earth. Extend it all in need of encouragement now. For many struggle at present, feeling that the sadness or shock or disengagement, the loss they are feeling, must mean that their life is over, or nearly over, and that it is best if they leave their bodies altogether, that is not what those emotions indicate, whether they occur in an adult or a youngster. Those feelings are the result of the multitudinous adjustments of mind, body, and spirit, to the powerful light pouring onto the planet from the cosmos. Far from indicating the end of any life, they are indicating a beautiful new beginning, an introduction to a whole higher form of human expression on the earth. But first, much detoxification of lower energies must occur. Of course, the ego mind, trained as it is for survival, assumes that the release of these old attachments, identifications, addictions, judgments, expectations, and reactions, must surely mean that the end is near. The end of that which you no longer want or need, however, is not an occasion for panic or sadness. Even in the midst of grief, anger, or refusal to move on, the human heart has the capacity to sense that a miracle is in the offing. And what you are seeing now, on your planet, is nothing less than a miracle. Are there numerous smoke screens being thrown up before your outer eyes and fear-trained mind, to convince you that things are running the opposite of how you dream they can be? Yes, of course, those well-planned though shakily executed schemes are afoot. Yet do you still imagine that those in control really are in control? Or have you correctly surmised by now that you and your fellow light beings are the ones with the greatest co-creational say here? That you and your fellow humans, even those only just now beginning to awaken, are the ones to bring this new earth into noticeable alignment with everyday life. You have seen a great deal shifting, and have been emboldened and encouraged by it, or you would not even be reading these words. You would be shoving aside this writing as if it were only so much fairy tale nonsense and moving on to the hard news that displays only what the old controllers deem fit for your consumption and their purposes. Instead, you have met in this etheric space to agree with thousands of other lightworkers, though only 2 or 3 are needed, that yes, you will go out into the world today realizing that as co-creators of this new life, you are able, with only the smile that reassures or the encouraging word that bears witness to a higher reality, to carve from the block of marble that is universal energy, a new reality. One where everyone is fed, housed, educated, and made well again. Where all live in a peaceful environment, able to express their unique and irreplaceable gifts, and full of joy to do so. Where families, couples, singles, and communities live according to the higher design of their own souls, rather than the programming of the old matrix. Where Earth takes her place amidst the intergalactic confederation of worlds, with humility and grace. And when can that begin, you ask? When does this new Earth come in? And yet that is our question to you. For in truth, you have begun it, purely by being on the earth at this time and anchoring the higher energies required for fifth-dimensional thought forms and other forms to become part of everyday living. And we ask that you anchor them for yourselves as well. To have the courage, the gall and the unheard of audacity, to stop a negative thought form in its tracks and to remind it that I am creating something far higher than your worry, or your judgment, or sadness. You can come along, or you can keep quiet. It's up to you. For this is what is needed now, dear ones. This is why the old phrase jump in the saddle is needed now. For no one can rescue you from outer circumstances that you have yourself, on a higher level, placed there to put yourself in the position of having to realize and use your own co-creative power. You may believe us when we say that whatever you may be gifted with, or cured of, or fulfilled by, you will create the same challenging circumstances again and again, until you understand, I am abundance. I am health and well-being. I am self-love, and able to give and receive the love of another. I am. And that is all that is needed here. And indeed, it is, though you have yet, most of you, to grasp that fully. Here is your road, your way forward. And we are with you at every moment of it. Namaste, dear ones. You are coming to see your glory, and we rejoice to see it. Channeled by Caroline Oceana Ryan. CarolineOceanaRyan.com